Trying to like sneak in here so that I don't knock this microphone off.
Oh, good. I appreciate that.
All right, now I gotta start Audacity.
Okay. It's not like we don't already have a 3-hour podcast ahead of us or anything.
Oh no. So, good thing. Well, you know what? It's actually probably a good thing. But all right. It's actually probably a good thing because unless you had this game from a long time ago, I don't think you probably bought this game.
No.
Because it's really expensive.
Yeah.
So.
Pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, what I'm saying is I don't think we'll have a whole lot to talk about in gameplay.
I did play it.
Yeah, demo it.
Yeah.
But,
so I do have a decent amount to talk about.
Okay. All right, I'm ready to hit record.
Okay, as am I.
All right, 3, 2, 1, record.
Okay.
Testing.
All right.
All right.
I'm good.
I don't like this, huh?
Okay.
Let me,
Do I need to stop?
Yeah, go ahead and stop. That's the right one. I don't know why it's...
Is it sitting on like a peanut butter jar or something?
It's on the computer, which is sitting on the arm of the love seat.
Oh, okay.
All right, now let's retry this.
Okay.
So let's undo record. And I'm ready.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, record.
Right.
Testing. All right, that's better.
It sounds better.
All right. Alrighty.
You're going to have to like not touch your computer the whole time too.
Yeah, I'm trying to kind of
get all your touching out of the way.
Set up here.
That's what my wife always tells me.
Just go ahead and get that out of the
way. Every night we lay down in bed, she's like, go ahead and get that touching out of the way so we can go to sleep.
All right. So I know that Dude Ivan always listens to our podcast.
Uh-huh. How do you know that? Did you meet him?
Are you wearing a Snuggie?
Oh, yeah.
I just now No, because remember last episode I told him to contact me?
Yeah, he contacted you?
He contacted me, so
nice.
We know he's actually listening.
Cool. Did you get some good info?
I haven't got to respond. He texted me this morning, or I got it this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of telling me his wife is a doctor, like a MD PhD.
Oh.
Yeah, so, and she's like radiologist, so yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right, you ready to get the show on the road?
I am ready.
Okay. Hey, Justin.
What's up, man?
You ready to rock and roll? We got to hurry. We got so much to talk about. We got like
Yeah,
a billion calls and a game and Christmas stuff. We got a lot to do.
We got. I think in even our feedback on Facebook's like 19 comments.
Got a lot to talk about.
Got a lot to talk about.
So you made the suggestion earlier, and I was already thinking it, but I think we should just intersperse these calls throughout the show rather than just saving them all to one big chunk. Because I'm pretty sure that if it was me listening to a podcast and I had to listen to 15 people call in a row, I would probably turn it off.
Yeah. And I'll tell you this: there is something like called podcast fatigue. I think. Have you ever been if you're on like a longer drive and you're listening to a podcast, and after about hour 15 mark, you just kind of start thinking your own thoughts and just kind of next thing you know, you're not listening to the podcast anymore.
I do that sometimes at work. Like if the podcast goes on for a really long time and I'm listening to the same people talk the whole time.
Yeah.
Like sometimes if they bring in guests and stuff, it mixes up. Like Adam Carolla, I usually don't have a problem with. 'Cause he'll bring in a guest or something about halfway through. And so I'll have a new voice to listen to. But if it's the same people the whole episode, like it will be for us, I just zone out usually after a little over an hour. But
yeah, the ones that are really bad are, and some of the the ones that are really tough with the long podcasts are like just the one person. So that's it's hard.
It's hard.
But kudos to them for doing it, because I mean, one man show. That's got to be tough.
Yeah. Now, one person I will say, and this would be a little shout out for him, is Ferg with the Atari 2600. He goes for a long time. He's by himself. He usually takes like audio submissions from people. Sometimes that'll mix it up a little bit, but I can actually listen to him the whole time. I don't know what it is, but he can go for a long time. And I think what it is for him is he has everything written out so that he never stumbles or anything. And that
he's not a two dude just like winging it.
No, he doesn't do like
winging
us.
it.
No. So right. I had we really need to get on with the show, but I did have some really good tangents. Okay. I'm not going to go into them. I just wanted to give a little tease.
Give a tease to one good tangent.
Yeah. So I'll just say this. This past week, I canceled my TV service with Charter, and it involved about 4 phone calls.
Oh, no.
With increasing frustration. So I got some good tangent talk coming up.
Oh, man.
Whenever we get to talk about it. Don't let me forget about that. And there was something else you weren't supposed to let me forget from like 2 weeks ago.
The pig. The pig.
Oh, yeah. I got a pig story, too. So that stuff's coming up.
Now people are just on the edge of their seats.
Yeah. Right. But tonight we're talking about Die Hard.
Yeah.
Controversially considered a Christmas movie by some.
Yeah.
But do you have some history for us?
Who started that, by the way? Like
saying it was a Christmas movie?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a movie that takes place during Christmas, and for some reason, I like to watch it around Christmas. So it's kind of a Christmas movie, but it's not. Yeah, I don't know.
It's been a while since I've seen it.
Well, you need to watch it again. It holds up, and it's pretty awesome. It's one of my favorite action movies of all time. Yeah. It's really, really good.
Yeah.
But we need to talk about the game.
Right.
You got some history?
So, Die Hard was originally released not for the NES, but for the Commodore 64 in 1990. And then it came out in the NES in 1991. It was brought to us by Activision. Now, Wikipedia wanted me to make sure that everybody knows this. This is not to be confused with the earlier DOS video game created by Dynamix in 1989. Okay? So just get that out there.
God, when did the movie come out? If there was a game in 1989, it may have been based on the book.
I looked it up. And I think it was 1985.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you why I looked it up, because somebody had commented, spoiler alert, if Alan Rickman, who played
Hans.
Hans, did like any voice acting for the video game. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I was looking up when the movie was made and everything with Alan Rickman, and he was, I think it was 1985.
Okay. I mean, I believe you. I believe you.
Yeah, but that seems like a wrong date to me.
It was a long time ago. I don't have the internet pulled up, or else I'd look at it. Well, I got my phone. You go on with the history and
okay.
Look it up.
So the developer of this game was Pack-In Video. Pack-In Video. Now we've not talked. Have we talked about a Pack-In Video game? Yet? I don't believe so.
I don't think so. No. 1988.
Yeah. 88, 85, 88. It's all the same.
That's not the same. Not even close. It's not the same.
But anyway, Pack-In Video had several games for the NES that were in the action movie genre, such as Predator, Rambo, and Knight Rider.
We talked about Rambo.
Yeah.
I guess we did. Yeah, we talked about Rambo. Had Matt Wrathel on.
Yeah. Okay. So there you go. Anyway, and the designer was Tony Van.
I know Tony Van.
Yeah, good American name, Tony Van. Yeah. And it's played from a top-down version, which is actually different, even though the same makers and publishers and everything for the Commodore 64, it was actually a top-down version instead of the first and third-person version that's seen in the Commodore 64.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I just want to say, side note, if anybody's listening and can hear the slight nuances of your microphone like I can, it's not the microphone. Justin's just sitting next to a roaring fire.
It's true.
Yes.
This is very true. I do have a fireplace.
There you go. And it's roaring right now. Yeah. I can barely say that word, but that's what it is.
That would lead me to a tangent, but I'm going to keep it to myself about the fireplace.
Not this episode.
Yeah. Anyway, did you have this game? Do you? If you have this game, are you going to sell it? Would be my next question.
No and no, but would you like to take some calls? Maybe a couple calls here. Let's put some calls in here. And we'll get back to my quest for the cart.
All
right. This first one is from Anthony.
Hey, two NES dudes. Anthony Pig here again. And, well, I hope I got on time for the Christmas episode. I have very fond memories of the NES when I was a little kid. I don't remember the day I exactly got it for Christmas, but I remember playing the heck out of Duck Hunt. The memory that stands out most in my mind about the NES era was when I got Tailspin for the NES. Boy, I was so excited that morning. I have it on tape at the house when my folks was recording it. I was so excited to play that game. It was my favorite cartoon at that time, and I absolutely loved the game. I hope y'all cover it sometime soon. And as far as memories of the show goes, I mean, it's kind of hard to pick just one specific part of the two dudes. But I have to say, y'all really had some awful audio issues with the Super C episode. I mean, I don't know what was going on, but y'all sounded kind of wonky. Well, dudes, I'll talk to y'all later. And Merry Christmas, y'all. Bye.
Thanks, Anthony. That was a good call.
Yeah.
We did sound a little weird on Super C.
Yeah. Not our best work.
No, we've definitely done better than that. I would actually probably go as far as say our worst work.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. All right. Let's do one more here. I guess I should say we asked people, for those who don't know, we asked people to call in with either a Christmas memory, a 2016 show memory, or both. And so Anthony just did both. Here we go. One more, and then we'll get back to the show.
Hey, dudes, what's going on? It's Dude Andy, you know, the one with the guarantee. Hey, I was just calling to give you my my NES Christmas story, and I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible, but it is pretty cool. So my dad used to run a business called Santa Time, and he would go out and be the guy in the big red suit and, you know, do the things at the people's houses, you know, where he goes in and hide, you know, they hide the gifts somewhere outside the house, and my dad would go put them in a sack and go bring them in and give the kids lots of joy and fun. And
hold on. This is a thing?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
This sounds pretty unique to me. I've never heard of anybody doing that.
Yeah,
you hire some guy to come in your house and stuff the toys under the tree or something? Anyways, sorry, Andy. It's just you were telling me about this like it was something that everybody does, but I have never heard of this before. All right, back to Andy.
There are often times where, people who would hire my dad would be like, well, is there something we can do for you as a tip? And my dad always kept a list of things that, we couldn't afford to buy on our own. But if somebody wanted to gift them, say, hey, kids, let's give Santa a gift.
Okay, wait a minute. Andy, was your dad just robbing these houses? Did they have things that you were like, okay, I'm just going to...
Okay, Dad, here's my list. If they have any of this stuff under the tree, you just bring it back.
I'm sorry, Andy. I had to.
I know this is a great story, Andy. And actually, I'm loving this story, and I'm sorry we're interrupting it. But if anybody would have let us do this, I think Andy would let us do it.
Yeah.
Anyways, here we go.
My dad had a list of things. So one year, and of course, the magic was kind of lost when your dad has a business like that. But I remember being in the van, waiting for my dad to come back out after doing a house. Comes back in and says, I got a gift that you guys are going to love, but we can't open it till Christmas. And so we had this one to the side, and all Christmas long, we were waiting to open that gift. And the time came when we opened it up, and it was Super Mario Brothers 3. And at the time, like I said, we couldn't afford new NES games, so any new NES game was simply amazing to us. But it was Super Mario Brothers 3, which is by far one of the best games on the NES. And we put it in the NES, and we played it for weeks and weeks and weeks. So that's my story about my Christmas story and NES and all that good stuff. So now getting back to Dude Andy with the guarantee. Hey, I got a couple copies of Super Mario Brothers 3 if you want to go. You just got to go to Two Dudes Traders group, and I can hook you up with that, and it comes with my special guarantee. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Andy.
That was a sweet story. Yeah.
All in all, that is a pretty good story.
Yeah.
Although that business kind of thrown me for a loop.
Yeah. Up until the age 15, Andy actually thought Santa wore a ski mask. No, joking.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
okay.
He was waiting for his dad in the van. That's not sketchy, right?
It's like the story just kept adding these elements that were like. All right.
Okay. All right. So, did I have the game? No, I don't have this game. I wish I did, because it is worth quite a penny. But, and I obviously didn't buy it. So, once again, I let everybody down. I went with demo mode.
Yeah.
That's what I had to do.
Well, we'll talk about the price when we talk about is it worth it. But, man, apparently this is a pretty rare game.
Yeah.
It's a pretty rare find.
Yeah. Sounds like it. So, let's talk about the game. Let's talk about, we can skip memories from childhood because I didn't play it.
Right.
And I doubt you did. Because,
right.
like we said, it's kind of a rare game.
Yeah.
But I do have something.
Is it a manual?
It's totally a manual, yes. Yeah.
Sweet. This better be a very intense manual.
Oh, I'm sure it will be. I want to see if I can get it. Let's see. No, I'm not going to try to share anymore. The sharing thing just doesn't work. So you're just going to have to deal with it. All right.
Okay. I'll listen.
Just listen intently.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Who are you, Mr. Cowboy? You are John McClane, a tough New York cop on a Christmas vacation visit to Los Angeles to see your wife, Holly. Soon after arriving in Los Angeles, you join your wife and her coworkers at the corporate Christmas party on the 13th floor of a new, partially completed Nakatomi building. During the party, the building is infiltrated by terrorists attempting to penetrate the building's safe and steal $640 million worth of bonds. Okay, I want to stop right there because people always talk about terrorists in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
They're not terrorists. They're robbers. They're bank robbers.
Yeah,
right?
they're just robbers.
They're just robbers. And people, maybe there are terrorists, I guess.
And here's the thing: you're gonna get $640 million in bonds. Like what are you gonna do with a bond that's stolen?
Yeah, what are you going to do with a stolen bond? You can't cash that in.
Yeah.
So they're idiots.
Yeah, clearly. Yeah. Yeah. So.
Okay. All right. Only you were able to escape through the labyrinth of unfinished floors and hallways. Barefoot and exhausted, you must find a way to stop the terrorist group and their leader, Hans, from blowing up the roof. No, not the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Killing the hostages and getting away with Holly and the bonds. I'm sorry, there was a comma there, but they put it on a different page, so I totally whiffed that sentence structure there.
Did they put the comma on another page?
Well, no, the comma's on the page, previous page, but then I don't know. I goofed. All right. So you want to stop them from killing the hostages and Holly and getting away with the bonds. Along the way, you can contact Officer Al Powell of the LAPD, a.k.a. Carl Winslow, who will help you locate the enemies as they roam the building. The cat and mouse game begins.
Yeah.
Ta-da-da. Okay, so the way this game works, it's going to tell you how it works too. You must defeat Hans before the end of the time limit or you will lose the game. There are 7 locks to be broken before the safe opens, and the 4-minute final countdown begins. Okay, so we can start talking about the game. I mean, that's enough of an intro to it.
Yeah.
But basically, the way the game works is, like I said, there's a timer. It starts at when you start the game. There are, it said 7 in the manual, but I feel like there's 6 4-minute periods, basically. And during those 4-minute periods, you have to try to kill these terrorists. And you can go up and down through 4 floors, I think, from 31 to 35.
Yeah.
And you can just kill these terrorists, and anyone at the end of the time limit, if you don't die in the process, which is pretty much what I did, but if you don't die during this process, at the end of this time limit, any terrorists that you killed are not there, but any terrorists you don't kill everybody goes to the same floor where the hostages are. I think it's the 30th floor.
Right.
So they're all on the 30th floor. All the terrorists you didn't kill, plus the hostages, plus Hans, and you have to go in there, save the hostages, kill Hans, and beat the game. Now, there are 2 side quests also in the game.
Yeah.
One involving the roof and one involving like the 4th floor or something like that.
The 4th floor, yeah. You drop all the way down to the 4th floor.
Yeah. You can, and you have to destroy a computer or something like that. And then the other one has you talking to Carl Winslow.
Yeah.
So.
All right. I know we said no tangents. I gotta say something because you keep saying Carl Winslow, so I gotta say this.
Okay.
On Girl Meets World, there was an episode where a cop came.
Don't tell me it was Carl Winslow.
It was Carl Winslow.
No way.
He was not playing Carl Winslow, but it was Reginald Del Johnson as a cop.
Nice.
Yeah. No.
That's
yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. But anyway.
It's funny because he plays a cop in the movie too. You know.
He was born to play that role.
I guess. Apparently, he was.
He really was. Yeah.
But
yeah. What do you think about the top down? Do you like the top down gameplay? Are you a big fan of the top down gameplay?
I'll tell you. But first, I think we should take a couple more calls.
Let's do it.
Okay. Oh, this one's a doozy. Here we go.
Hey, dude, this is Paul from Power Trip Gaming, of Paul and Andy from Power Trip Gaming. So I was told that you guys are doing Die Hard for the NES, and me and Andy actually just played this game. Fantastic game, and it can only be summed up by the experiences of both myself and Dude Baz, and that includes this game is fantastic. It has a foot meter. It is movie accurate. It has terrace number accuracy, floors that are movie accurate. It has vent climbing long before Metal Gear Solid. It has resource management around the same time as Resident Evil. It has shootable windows where you can actually fall out of the windows and actually hear the thud as you hit the ground, too, should you decide to want to kill yourself, which Power Wargaming does not actually want you to kill yourself in this certain aspect. It has lifelike vision aspects where certain areas of the game will actually be blocked out because you can't see them. It has elevators that actually beep when the enemies are present or when the elevator is actually coming down to your certain floor. Fantastic. It has time frame tension. It has radio comunicado that is actually accurate to the movie and what happens in the movie. It has awesome box art, and it has Carl Winslow. We have to say no more. Dudes, you guys are...
He has to say no more, but then he's going to go on for about another minute. Here we go.
Amazing. I hope you guys like this. I hope it's nothing like Legacy of the Wizard, because I actually like that game a lot. You guys didn't. So I hope that you guys actually like this. I also like the fact that you guys go on tangents, and if you guys are not aware, hopefully this will actually be the longest call that you guys actually have had, because I feel like I've been rambling on and on about how great a game Die Hard is, and how I hope that everybody feels the same way. It is somewhat an expensive game, but at the same time, it is worth every penny if you guys play it, or if you emulate it, or if you download it through whatever means. I don't care whether it's legal or illegal, but it's a great game. And dudes, you guys are doing a great job, and we're a long-time listener, first-time caller. This game deserved it, so fantastic game. Thanks for everything. You guys are great. Bye.
I think he may have just summed up of the game in 3 minutes. We may not even
talk
about it.
I think we're done. Let's just keep going with the calls.
Okay.
Did he say he hopes we do go on tangents, or hopes we don't go on tangents?
He likes the tangents.
Okay.
That's what
I couldn't tell if
he
I
likes
couldn't tell if he said don't or do.
He says do the tangents. He likes the tangents.
All right.
We need to have them on again, because I do Legacy of the Wizard. Even though I wasn't a big fan of the game, it was a good show.
It was a good one. Yeah.
All right, let's do one more, and then I'll tell you what I think about the top-down view.
Okay.
Hey, dudes. This is Luke Blanchard in Latham, New York. Just wanted to wish you guys happy holidays, Merry Christmas, however you want to say it. Would have called you yesterday, but I was barefoot and I went to step outside, and I didn't want my foot power to deplete. So, Merry Christmas. Thanks for all you do with that podcast. Keep up the good work, gentlemen.
Thanks, Luke. Another first-time caller. You know, I think the contest had a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
But don't let that stop you once the contest is over.
No.
That's all I got to say. We appreciate calls. Calls are fun.
Absolutely.
All right, so the top down. Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was good. I liked it.
It's interesting. I thought I've never really been a huge fan of the top down. I was always, way pro side scrolling in any game. But I actually did like it in this game because it gave a dynamic, and I think this game, with the bad guys and their machine guns that would spray bullets, and you could perfectly time where you were going to have to kind of back up, slide in between the bullets, and then shoot them. And so I did actually enjoy that. One wonky thing about it is how the screen kind of blacked out.
Yeah, the fog of war effect. Yeah.
Yeah, as you kind of moved through the screen, things would be blocked out, and then when you moved, they would show up. So you didn't really kind of know. Even you could be really close to certain things, and they'd still be blacked out until you got right up next to them, and it was you didn't really know what to expect. That was a challenging and interesting part.
I know what they were going for there. They were trying to do it you can only see what John McClane can see, so you couldn't see around walls and stuff.
Right.
But I mean, it's a video game. I kind of would have liked to have seen what was going on. It was hard enough as it is.
Yeah, it's a hard game.
Without that, I mean. So yeah, I mean it's an interesting idea. It's an interesting concept for the game, but I personally didn't like that aspect of it. Mm-hmm. Now I will say I went into this game trying to play it like an action game. Mm-hmm. So I went in trying to shoot everybody and go guns
Shoot them
blazing.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, and I pretty much failed miserably at that. Hold on just a second. I apologize. I'm still kind of getting over a little something. I'm about to cough my head off, so excuse me, everyone. Cough right in my snuggie.
There you go. Well, I think, but it is very much so not just a shoot 'em up. I mean, and actually, I died on the first guy.
Yeah,
the first
I
time
did
I
too.
sit down
Yeah.
and play, because you just run up to try to shoot, and then it's so they're like I was talking about with the bullets. You had to time where they were coming because you could not just dodge them easily.
No, the bullets go fast in this game too, so
Mhm.
it's not like you can move out of the way. Really, you
Mhm.
kind of have to anticipate it.
Right.
I also found that stealthing my way through the game actually, while that was also very difficult, made it a little bit easier on me. Like if you go into like the vents or you run into the stairways, because when you go in the stairway, the guys can't get you. So if you run back to the stairway, you can kind of get away from them. But you can kind of get them from behind or something before they see you and that sort of thing. The AI in this game is surprisingly pretty smart. Like the enemy AI, like if they notice if you make a lot of noise on a floor, like shoot somebody or something, and like you kill a couple guys on one floor, they actually radio in for backup, and the guys will come down to the floor where you are. I thought that was pretty neat, especially for an NES game. I was really kind of shocked with that.
It's learning things.
Yeah, it really does. It learns. It was just scary.
Yeah. I took it out and shot it.
You got a little scared of it, did you?
Yeah.
Like we said, the game's hard. What also makes it hard is that there's really no health to pick up, and your guy he can't take a lot of hits.
Yeah.
So that kind of goes along the same lines of the whole guns a-blazing versus trying to sneak around thing. You really kind of have to sneak. I was able to make it through the time limit by mainly avoiding most of all the people, but then I could not beat the game because there were so many guys left. You know what I mean? That I didn't defeat, that I just could not make it through the rest of the game.
Yeah. Once you get to the last floor, they're going to come.
I didn't actually beat this game.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't beat a lot of games, so it's not like it's a shocker,
Which apparently I was reading something. Of course, I didn't beat it either, but apparently there is some kind of different endings to the game. One in particular, where if you don't beat the time limit, you like save Holly, but then they blow up the roof anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like the roof blows up, so you don't get it, which is pretty funny. It's like, you beat the game, but not really.
Not really. Yeah.
You didn't save the day.
That's another little cool aspect to this game that you can win and fail at the same time, kind of with the multiple endings thing.
Right.
I thought that was pretty cool. The another thing that's really cool is you can steal the radios off of the dead guys and listen into the conversation. That's how you get to learn about the conversation, like if they're coming down the floor to get you or something like that. So you can know when they're coming to get you because you stole the radio off the dead guy and listened to it. So I thought that was pretty cool too.
Yeah, there were so many aspects. They really took a long time to develop this game.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a fly by night. This is a theme that we've had to approach several times on the show about video games based on movies. They throw them together, make a crappy, version, which some companies do, not to mention any names, LJN. But or do you actually make a good game? And this was a very good game.
Yeah, I was really, really kind of surprised because here's another thing, and I guess we'll get into, I don't know, we're about to go into graphic and stuff, because here's my negatives about it. I didn't think it looked very good.
No.
I thought there was a lot of purple and blue.
It's blue, yeah.
Yeah. It just, I don't know. I guess it was true to the movie, but I couldn't really tell. But I know Paul said that it was movie accurate with the floors and stuff, but it just looks like shapes and blobs to me.
Yeah.
Like even the characters, maybe it's because it's top down and it's more difficult to do, but I don't know.
Maybe
I really was not a fan of the graphics at all.
Or maybe Paul's just like the super diehard fan that like has maps of like the floor levels from the movie and the video game and everything.
That could be true. He could have that. He may know the actual layouts of the floors from the movie.
I didn't see anything Christmas in the game, so that's going to get a negative for me.
Yeah, that's true.
No Christmas.
And, well, there has to be some kind of Christmas. That's the whole reason we're playing it for the show.
Right. Die Hard's Christmas movie.
Because Die Hard's Christmas movie-ish, right?
Yeah.
If you call it a Christmas movie, I'm not going to hate on you. That's all I'm saying. Or if you say it's not a Christmas movie, I'm not going to hate on you for that either.
No.
But we're calling it a Christmas movie so that we can use it for a Christmas show.
Right.
And also, I didn't think the music was very good either.
No.
I thought it was just kind of run-of-the-mill standard NES music.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't bad, but to me, it was just kind of meh. But the game, I mean, it really comes down to the gameplay, which is a very unique experience on the NES. I will say that.
Yeah, if I'm grading it, I'm saying gameplay is like a B+, and then everything else is probably a solid C+.
Yeah. I may go graphics as a C. Sound C+. Gameplay, I might even give gameplay an A, because I think the gameplay is really, it's a lot of fun. I could see myself eventually beating this game.
Yeah.
This is the first time I ever played it, actually. For this show, it's the first time I ever played it. But I could see myself going back and playing it again, because it is pretty entertaining. And there's a lot to it. There's a lot of things you can do. Like, I didn't even try any of the side quests or anything. I couldn't even figure out how to really do them. I think that one of them you have to get a key off of a guard and go up on the roof. And then the other one, somehow you have to contact the police. You have to contact Carl Winslow. I didn't even try to do any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Because I had a hard enough time trying to beat it.
Yeah, and even in the game itself, it takes such practice to get to the gameplay. It's going to keep bringing you back to get better so that you can actually beat the game.
Yeah.
Because you can't just sit down and beat it.
I did look up and found a couple hints and secrets and cheats.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I'd like to tell you those, but I'd also like to take another couple calls.
Oh. Tease.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Hey, dude, it's Stephen Michael from Facebook. Just wanted to call in and wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. My favorite Christmas memory growing up was, I figure, around either 98 or 99, when my parents got the kids in the family the Donkey Kong Special Edition Nintendo 64. We got tons of games, Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, GoldenEye, tons of games. Growing up, we didn't have a lot of money. We were pretty poor, and usually we had to wait several years after a system was released before we ended up getting it or any games for it. But the nice thing was that when they did this, they kind of grouped the gift together. So I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters, and this was just like one giant gift we got. It was just fantastic. We probably got about a dozen games with the 64. It was awesome. My favorite moment from the Two Dudes and NS podcast in 2016 is, selfishly enough, when I was on a show. I was very excited to do the Bugs Bunny birthday blowout episode. It was awesome. I had a great time doing the show prep, and just being on the show was amazing. Absolutely loved it. So, selfish as that is my favorite moment from the podcast in 2016. Also, just want to say that I really appreciate that you guys have been doing this for so long, and just an awesome community you guys have created, and I'm real proud to be a part of it. So again, Merry Christmas, and have a Happy New Year to everyone, except the Genesis germs, of course. I guess that goes without saying, although I said it, so. Goodbye.
Good.
Thank you, Steven.
I had fun on the Bugs Bunny.
I did too. And Steven, we love having you in the group too, because you've come on and been like, you come on strong.
Mm-hmm.
Steven's one of those guys. It's like you meet him and he's your friend, and the next thing you know, he's like, "Hey man, you want to go play go-karts? You want to go do putt-putt? You want to go disc golf? You want to do this? You want to do that?" And you're like, "Okay, all right, sweet. I guess we're gonna be like best friends now."
Yeah. Did we just become best friends?
It's like, yes, a gung-ho friend. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
We like gung ho community members as well.
That's right.
All right. Oh, this one is from this one's from somebody who we haven't heard from in a while.
Uh-oh.
See if you can figure out who it is.
Dudes. Hey, dudes. It's your boy, Fish Lips J, Dude Jorgensen, all that fancy stuff. Saw you're doing a Christmas episode, and thought I'd call in and give you a little bit of stuff. Well, some thoughts about Christmas. Because I'm stuck in traffic right now. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I have no idea why there's traffic. I've got to pee really bad. So I'm trying to take my mind off it. And, all right, so Christmas. I don't have any really good Nintendo Christmas memories. I guess I did get a Nintendo in like 88 or 89 for Christmas, but it technically wasn't for me. I think my dad bought it more for himself and just wrapped it up and gave it to me. Does that count? I guess I don't know. But I do remember a Christmas, I think it was 93 or 94. It was the year that Mario Paint came out for the SNES. And I got that for Christmas along with the Mighty Max Mountain of Doom Fortress or whatever it was called. I can't really remember, but it was Mighty Max and it was sweet. That was a pretty good Christmas. And then there was all the Christmases. I went up to my grandparents and they had my Nintendo, so I played it. I don't really know what I'm talking about. Man, I really gotta pee so bad. So bad. Maybe if I just pee my pants, nobody will know. Whatever. So I hope Santa brings you guys something nice. Happy ho ho holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. And happy Hanukkah. Peace.
Thank you, Jay.
Yeah, Jay. Always the entertainer.
Yeah, hope you got to pee.
Mm-hmm. He might still need to pee.
Yeah, maybe. He called like 4 days ago or something, but whew, can you imagine holding your pee for 4 days? Okay, real quick. I hate to go on a tangent, but I just got to ask you this, because this is something that I got to know. All right. You're in the shower. You got to pee really bad.
You pee in the shower.
Why? No, that's gross, dude. Are you the one that has to clean the shower?
I have been known to clean the shower.
Okay. All right. See, I clean the shower, and because I clean, that's my responsibility in the house, clean the shower. Because I clean it, I don't want to pee in it. So there are times, and it's really bad when you're in the shower too, because the water's hitting you and stuff, and all of a sudden you got to pee, and then you got to hold it until you get out of the shower, and then you're all wet. I've been tempted many times just pee in the shower.
Oh, I just let it go.
I know, it seems so easy.
Let it fly.
I will say.
Let it fly.
I will say, when I was back in high school and I was playing football, I peed in the shower all the time.
Sure.
But now it's just, I don't know.
I gotta say,
having to clean the urine out of the shower.
Well, I'll pose this question. What's dirty about pee? I mean, you don't want to just pee on yourself, but I mean, just in the realm of cleaning things, if you're cleaning up pee, do you clean the toilet?
Yes.
So there's pee on the toilet.
Yeah, I don't like it. Why do you think I clean the toilet?
What's so dirty about pee? I don't understand poop, but nobody's pooping in the shower, I hope.
No waffle stomping with you? I mean, I waffle stomp all the time. I just don't pee in the shower.
Tell your wife. I pooped in there. Just watch out. Couldn't hold it. What are you gonna do?
Honey, I know you really have to take a shower, but I may need to clean it first.
I pulled a car.
Yeah, I pulled the car on the shower. Okay, I don't know. I guess you're right. I don't know. It's just there's something in my brain. I just feel like I can't do it. Maybe I need to start doing it though, because that happened to me tonight. I really had to pee, and I was like, I can't pee in the shower, but I got to go really bad.
I mean, I'll say I usually try to go before I get in the shower, but
sometimes you don't know until you get in there and the
Right.
water starts hitting you.
Right.
Anyways, you wanna know a cheat, a little cheat,
Sure,
or a
I do.
little secret.
Dude.
There are continues in this game.
Oh, really?
You want to know how to do it?
How do you do it?
You hold down A and B and the down button, and then you press start.
And okay.
You get 2 of those. You do that at the end of the game. Or like when you die.
Sweet.
And you get to do that twice.
And it just picks up where you left off?
Yep.
Oh, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. Little tip.
That's awesome. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, I think I don't think I ever want to whisper on the podcast again.
Yeah.
That's something else. I don't want. Yeah, I don't like that. I felt weird.
Oh, this is a great pod.
Okay. All right. After that awkward pause, I think we should take another couple calls.
That reminds me of something on Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew show. I love how Adam just like continuously like pummels Dr. Drew for being, just anything that he does, he just makes fun of him. And then he says something. He asked Dr. Drew something. He said, "Okay, Drew's nodding. Okay, that makes for great pod, Drew. Nod." Anyway, go ahead.
All right, let's play another couple calls.
What's up, dudes? It's Sean. I am calling in for your Christmas/end of year episode. I think it's Die Hard. It's definitely Die Hard. Talk about Die Hard. I've never played it. I just watched a speedrun video of it though. They did it in like 10 minutes. It's pretty dope. Actually, it was like 7 minutes. It was crazy.
Wow.
But yeah, I never played that game ever. I've never even seen somebody play that before like 10 minutes ago. So yeah, I hope you guys had a good time with it. I personally love Die Hard. That's a great movie. Probably one of the best Christmas movies. Let's see. It's been a great year, guys. You put out a ton of awesome shows. Probably the best one was Shadowgate. I just wish Justin was on it, Oop, cups are here. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm only kidding about that one. I love the RC Pro-Am episode, though. Like, I have so many memories of that game, so it was really fun to go back and play it again and compete with you guys and hear your thoughts. Anyways, keep doing what you do. You guys rock. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Blah, blah, blah. Later, guys. Bye.
Thanks for the call, Sean.
Yeah.
I will say, though, near the end, it's not like you're kind of hamming it up there. It's fine if you want to cut it off at 45 seconds. You don't have to add that extra 30 seconds in where you're just blahing at the end.
I gotta say, what is your favorite Christmas movie?
My favorite Christmas movie?
Yeah.
Christmas Vacation. No, yeah. Christmas Vacation is my favorite one.
Christmas Vacation is hard to go wrong with that one.
Yeah, it's my favorite. I do want to give Sean a quick shout out though. They started a podcast. Him and Lee, and they're doing pretty good. It's not family friendly, but still, it's a good show. I will say one thing though. It's kind of bothering me. I understand that Tadpog is a great podcast, but they on Sean's show they talk about Tadpog all the time, and they never say a word about us. What do we do? What are we? Chopped liver?
We are chopped liver. It's because we don't. It's because we don't swear.
Yep, we just we can't swear.
Only swearing on the Patreon episodes.
And we don't even do it there very much. We're not
we really
very good
don't.
Swearers.
We really don't. But we did. Oh man! Speaking of Patreon and Tadpog, remember our Tadpog episode with those guys? Well, that thing just is like, we'll try to keep it, a little family friendly, but it's going to be a little dirty. And it just went down south like immediately.
It just tanked. Yeah. That was a good show, though.
It was hilarious. I don't think I laughed. Yeah,
it's one of our funniest Patreon episodes for sure.
Yeah, but it was right in the gutter.
Yeah, right in the gutter.
From the get-go.
But no, on a serious note, I do understand. The Tadpog is probably one of the best shows out there. And they put out an episode twice a week, so we can't keep up with that. So, by all means, Sean, continue to give them all the praise in the world and forget all about us. But thanks for the call.
Let me tell you. Well, really, this is a Festivus episode. We're going to get all the grievances out.
That's right. This is not the Christmas episode. I got a lot of problems with you people. I'm starting with Sean. Next up.
All right.
The feats of strength. All right. Here's another call.
Yeah. Festivus is not over until you pin.
Dudes, this is Gabe Van Gilder, and I got some good old Super Metroid playing in the background. I just wanted to say this is a real memorable year. You reviewed Castlevania 3, and don't forget the Super C game that I told you about when I had my family, my dad and my brother work on the homework wall because I was having trouble with this project, and I decided, while they're doing that, to play some Super C. And I think I beat it. I'm not sure, but that was pretty darn funny. Not normally a slacker like that, but that was a damn hard project, and I threw in the towel that day. Shame on me. Well, I didn't make it very far in my academics anyway, so not like it hurt much. But let's forget about that stuff. And I liked Castlevania 3 a little bit ever since it came out, and I loved the three characters. The Alucard, Trevor, Belmont, and Grant. I forget. I think it was Dynasty. Yeah, that was his name. They were pretty. They're pretty good characters to use. I didn't like Grant too much. I found out that later on that Sylphade, I can't remember her name, the wizard lady there, she was able to basically kill Death and some other characters really fast. So I just did a playthrough with Grant, and he's absolutely useless pretty much. So I'm gonna try with Sylphade next time.
Wait a minute, just a second. I love you, Gabe, but what episode are we on?
I don't.
Is this the Castlevania? Did that play a Castlevania 3 call?
Yeah.
All right. Let me see if I can start this back.
Or whatever the heck her name is, because she's just pretty awesome with that, with her thunder magic. I hear Alucard sucks, pretty bad in that game too. I'm not sure. And I'm trying to think. Chippendales Rescue Rangers. I just played a little of that at a friend's house one time, and that was it. But I enjoyed it. But I own the cart now, actually, I think it was through the thing we did last year. I forget the name of what you call those things. I apologize. I'm not really with it today. Are on the ball. So, but I won it through the thing we did last year, and I haven't played yet. I'm yet to buy a NES. Hopefully I'll win that pie that comes out, and I'll actually have a NES to play. I'm not sure if the pie will let you actually play carts or not, or I'll just have to buy a NES down the line. But it was a really great year, and keep up the great work. I hope you get some really good titles like you did this year, and next year in 2017. Pump out some really good titles to talk about, and
Oh, I cut him off.
Hey, Gabe, did you have a surgical procedure earlier in the day before you made that call? Were you coming off anesthesia?
He's kidding, Gabe.
Yeah.
And I think what he tried to do, this happens to me all the time. Actually, it happens to the show all the time. He was going to mention a couple of the good shows we had over the year. Mm-hmm. And then when he mentioned Castlevania 3, he's like, oh, yeah, I love Castlevania 3.
Let me tell you about Castlevania 3. Yeah. No, Gabe, we kid. Good call.
Kid. So, Die Hard. Is this game worth it?
Ooh.
How much does it go for?
So the copies that I could find were about $220.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Going on eBay. I can't. I mean, on my budget, I could not. There's no $220 NES game in my budget.
No, there's not.
So, maybe if I had a lot of disposable income, maybe. But I don't know. Think about all the games you could buy. You could buy, in the realm of games that we've talked about, like expensive games are like $35 games, but they're good games. You know.
You could buy 44 $5 games.
Well, not even that, but like just think about $3, like $30 games.
Yeah.
I mean, you could buy like 8 $30 games.
You could buy 44 copies of Kung Fu.
And give them to all your friends for Christmas.
Yeah. All right.
Merry Christmas, Kung Fu.
Here's Kung Fu. Yeah. No, I would not be able to justify buying this game. If I spent $220 on an NES game, I don't even know what my wife would do to me.
Oh yeah, it would be
game over.
It would be ugly. It would be ugly here too. And, yeah. The thing about, is any game worth that? Probably not to me on my budget. But even this game, I like let's say this game was $30. Mm-hmm. Let's drop it down to like a more pricier but attainable game. I'm not even sure I would do that. It's a good game. But I'd have to drop it down to about $20.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. If it got down to about the $20 mark, I think I could justify it. Mm-hmm. Maybe $15, because it really is a good game. You know what it actually reminds me a lot of, in a strange way. Have you ever played? And I don't know if you have, because it's kind of a newer game. You don't play a lot of newer games, but have you ever played Hotline Miami? Or heard of it?
No.
It's very similar to this game.
Yeah.
In that you're just basically, it's top down, and you just, in that game, you go into a house and you have to kill everybody in the house, and then once you do, you win, right? Mm-hmm. So that's kind of what this game is. You go you're in this building and you have to kill all the terrorists, and then you win. So it kind of really reminds me of that game quite a bit. And that game's about $15. So that's kind of, I don't know.
Yeah.
The only way that this game would be worth it is if you're a collector, and this is one of the last games you need to get. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's among the games that you just have to get if you want to have them all. I would probably, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just not worth it. It's a fun game though. I really do like it. It's just, that's a steep price. I don't know how it got so high. I guess, did they just not make very many?
It has to be rare. That's the only thing I can think of. Because I mean, I can't imagine that it's that popular. It didn't get great reviews. I mean, I guess there's probably a cult following. I mean, there's probably, a lot of people that really liked it, maybe as kids that really want it now, but it has to just be a very rare game that they just didn't make a lot of.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I could think of.
That's probably what it is. And, well, here's another thing, and we haven't really touched on it, but that cover, it kind of looks like two towers blowing up.
It's
one building.
It's four towers.
Oh,
that didn't happen. Keep talking.
Okay, I'll keep talking. It's one building, right? But it's got like a shadow down the middle that makes it look like two buildings.
It's like a corner in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And the location of it, like where the plane's hitting or the explosion's happening.
I know, it's very, very eerily similar, isn't it? Hey, I will say, you got really quiet. I don't know what happened when that mic hit the ground. Twice.
Again. Hey, Christmas is like coming up, so then we'll get, I'll be back to my old setup. I'll have a table again.
Once you get rid of that stupid tree.
That's right. But, so yeah.
Okay, well, to break up the monotony of not the monotony, that's the wrong word. To break up the disaster that is your mic falling over about 4 times in a row, let's take a couple calls.
Just for the 2-star.
Yeah, for the 2-star. Let's take a couple calls.
Okay.
Hey there, it's your boy Club with the Great, dropping in and showing love to one of my favorite podcasts in the world. I mean, the only podcast in the world that I know. And yeah, I just want to say, hey man, I appreciate y'all for being the cool dudes that y'all are. Always keeping it positive, family-friendly show. Always coming with the information I need. Just coming in with all the information that I need for the games. Michael Kellis are always coming in and giving me the knowledge too. But yeah, I just want to drop by, show some love, show my support, and one of these days when I get rich like Michael, hopefully I could be a patron. All right, man. You guys stay blessed.
Did he say get rich like me?
I think he did.
I don't think I'm that rich. Maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little.
No, I'm not rich at all.
Oh, man.
He called back. Hold on. Here we go.
Hey, it's your boy Clever with the Great. I'm about to put on my podcast voice too, because I got a podcast voice too. But you know what? I know I just left a message, but I have to come back and leave y'all another message, because I forgot to tell y'all what was my favorite podcast show that I enjoyed the most. And that's going to be the Shovel Knight podcast.
Oh.
Now, the reason is because Shovel Knight, to me, is one of those games. It's just awesome. You know, it's just one of those games that I just love so much, and I got it for a gift for Christmas on a 3DS. And man, I played that game till I finished it. And hearing y'all talk about it, man, I really dug it. And I just want to say, man, I appreciate y'all for just doing what y'all do. And I'll continue to keep on listening. Man, appreciate y'all, man. Merry Christmas.
Thanks, Clever.
Yep.
He got a podcast voice.
He does.
Yep.
A very good podcast voice.
Okay, so how about retrofitted trophies?
All right.
You got some? I got some. Hey, also, not to just... I know I do this all the time. Hey, something else. But I like this calls in the middle of the show deal. Like just in between things, just mixing it up. Take a call.
I do. I love it.
Yeah, it's nice. People would have to call us for us to do it all the time, but...
Yeah, well, we'd have to give more than we usually we get like a couple calls to play.
Yeah, a couple calls. Well, we also usually give people about 2 days notice, so
yeah,
we probably have to do better at that too to get more calls.
Yeah.
Anyway, trophies.
All right. My first one is Yippee-Ki-Yay, Tom Arnold.
Nice.
That is beat the game within the time limit, so get the good ending.
Okay, all right, that's good. I'm going to scratch that one off of my list because mine had Yippee-Ki-Yay in it, but it wasn't as good as yours, so I'm just going to ignore that one. So mine is I don't think that's how it happened, and that is shoot Hans to death. Because you can defeat Hans by just shooting him until he dies.
Yeah.
Instead of knocking him out the window, like that's what happens in the movie.
Right. My next one was my day off anyway, and that is get killed by the first guy.
Nice. I got that trophy for sure.
Yeah.
My last one, since you stole one of mine, is who said we were terrorists? And that is wait for the bank robbers to unlock the vault.
Yeah.
So they unlock the vault, and you're like, oh, they were just here for the bonds. Okay.
All right. Last one is, oh, well, at least I got the girl. And that is beat the game and save Holly, but they blow up the roof anyway.
Yeah. Holly's all that matters, right?
Yeah. Forget it. All right.
More calls?
More calls.
I told you we had a lot.
Let's do more calls. Let's get them.
Hey, dudes. It's Stephen Michael from Facebook calling back again. Now that you've expanded the deadline for call-ins a couple days, I had more time to play the game and realized that I actually never mentioned Die Hard in my first call. Getting to play it more, I think it's a pretty hard game. It reminds me of Gauntlet with the style of gameplay, but with the enemies shooting so much, it's like a bullet hell type game. Price tag's pretty steep. I don't think I'll add this one to my collection anytime soon. And the really eerie thing is with that cover, kind of looks like the Twin Towers. As far as the movies are concerned, or this movie, the first one rather, it's my second favorite Christmas movie, just behind National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I think that most people forget that Die Hard's actually a Christmas movie. So that being said, just wanted to call in about the game, and want to again wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, except the Genesis Gems. Bye.
I like that. Bye.
Yeah, so cocky about it too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's from Facebook, so he can be that way. But
yeah. Right.
All right. Here's another one. Oh, Gabe. I guess he's finishing his thoughts.
This is Gabe Van Gilder again. Sorry about that. I was a Jabberjaws, like they used to call me when I was a kid, and that was my nickname actually growing up. And I talked too long, and
Gabe is no longer Dude Van Gilder. He is now Dude Jabberjaw. Moving on.
Google cut me off, so I just want to say, it was a great year, and looking forward to 2017, and I can't wait, for 2017 to see what you guys bring out, and hopefully we'll see some Metroid Mania Mayhem, podcast out, if I didn't butcher the name, and hopefully you and Nick Stevens will get together and get that going for us as well, but it was great, can't wait till next year to see some more good NES stuff. Bye now. See you in 2017.
See you, Gabe.
Thanks a lot, Gabe. Speaking of which, 2017. I don't think we're planning on a year show, right?
No,
okay.
We're not.
So I'm going to go ahead and say this about 2017 for Two Dudes and a NES. One thing that most likely will happen is our 100th episode will happen in 2017.
Oh, that will happen in 2017, I bet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because we're almost at 90.
Yeah. So be on the lookout for that one.
Yeah, we got big plans for that one.
Yeah.
Actually, we don't have any plans for it at the moment.
Or do we?
I don't know, do we? You got something planning over there behind my back?
Yeah, 100th episode coming in 2017.
Yeah, look for it.
Yeah.
All right. What about a game rating? How do you want to rate this game? Yeah, how do we
rate this game?
Oh, wait. The people have talked about it in their phone calls, but there is a foot meter in this game for when you're running and walking on glass.
Mm-hmm.
So you can only do so much of it before you get really slow because you're barefoot, right? That's another neat thing. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah. Well, we could do like a type of shoe.
Because he needs some.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's do a type of shoe.
All right, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go with boat shoes because boat shoes, are awesome.
Okay.
They can kind of go with any clothing that you want to wear, shorts, pants, whatever. But this game can kind of satisfy your need if you're in the mood for
shoes,
shooting game or some strategy game. This game kind of brings all these kind of factors into it. So, there you go. Good all around.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. I think I'm gonna go with we'll go with some Gucci heels.
Oh, yeah?
Because this game's really expensive, but it's fun. Just like Gucci
heels. Gucci heels are fun.
They're really expensive, but they're fun. They really make your butt look good, and they're comfortable to walk in. It makes a difference, cheap heels versus expensive heels, on like how your feet feel after a long night of dancing.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm gonna go with some Gucci heels.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we should take another call after
Let's take another call. Yeah, that was. I don't even know where to go on that. So let's do a call.
Let's go to a call. I think you're really gonna like this one.
Oh boy.
Well, sort of. This one. Okay, this call right here. I was in the presence of when this call was being made. Let me just say that.
Full disclosure.
And it's very much a double-edged sword. Okay, you'll understand why I say that here in just a minute. All right, here we go.
Oh boy.
Hey, what up, it's Crab Man? Just letting you know I got Christmas memory. I remember going, running around upstairs, and my dad hearing ching, ching, ching downstairs, and it was the Sonic Genesis, Sega Genesis, and Sonic video game. Bye.
How dare you? How dare you, Crabman? Crabman finally makes his appearance on the show, and all he does is talk about Genesis.
That's just like Crabman, ain't it?
Oh, man.
See what I mean by double-edged sword? We finally get a call from Crabman. And it's about the Sega Genesis.
Yeah. Oh, man. I would.
On that note, I got to take his Snuggie off.
Yeah. I would be angry if it wasn't so maniacal.
Yeah, if it wasn't Crabman,
yeah.
I would be mad. But since it's Crabman, can't be mad at Crabman.
Yeah.
All right,
and I like how he just simply says it and then he just stops the fight. He doesn't.
He's like.
He doesn't. Embellish it or anything. Just came downstairs, got Sonic the Hedgehog. Bye.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I feel about any Genesis, anything. It's like, yeah, and then I played Sonic. Yeah, that's it.
Bye.
No, well, I mean that's just like Josh too, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's just like, oh yeah, for Christmas this one time it was great. I got Sonic the Hedgehog. So what's for supper?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. We've only got 3 more calls. So let's go into some feedback.
Do some feedback. I got Facebook pulled up.
Sweet.
All right. So Dan Bisciglia says, brilliant contest structure. Social marketer Dan gives it 2 thumbs in the direction of the like button.
Thank you, Dan. We try.
Anthony Pig says, awesome. Christmas this year comes in with a boom. Daniel Walker says, never played the game, but I love this movie. Man, that cover would not fly today.
Yeah.
Interesting use of the word fly, Daniel.
What are you trying to say?
I'm just saying. NSA might be knocking on Daniel's door. Anyway, I was just joking. What?
Are you?
Maybe. All right. Jeremy Sharp says, yippee-ki-yay. Never played it, but I'll look for it. Good luck with that, Jeremy. I only say that because he's going to come back with a comment later. Greg Polander says, same comment that Daniel had. Actually, he read my mind. Andrew Zeismer says, that's so funny. Paul and I played Die Hard on Power Trip for just that reason. Christmas. It releases on Christmas Day. Can't wait to give it a listen.
I'm looking forward to watching their video too.
Yeah. Chris Vanderhoff says Genesis Germs sucks. Go 2 dudes and an S. Always good just to hear that.
Yeah. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah. So,
Dude, quit getting so excited with the mic.
I know. I don't know what's happening all of a sudden. Ivan Capra Joslin, who says, rest in peace, Alan Rickman. He killed it as Hans. Don't suppose he was a voice actor for the game. Smiley face. Luke Blanchard says, you guys are great. Glad to have a quality NES podcast to follow. Well, thanks. You. Now, he called too, right?
Yeah, he did.
That was the Luke that called. Yeah.
Okay.
Making sure. Jeremy Sharp put up a meme. Says, it's not Christmas until I see Hans Gruber fall off in the Nakatomi Plaza. Getting tongue-tied there. There you go. Chris Vanderhoff says, due to the cost of this, I have not played. Sorry, but no feedback from me. But an awesome movie.
Oh, one thing about Chris, shout out to him. He never gets shouted out for Patreon because I always forget because he didn't actually donate to us on Patreon, but he has donated to us twice now outside of Patreon. So we do appreciate it, Chris. I want to avoid any more Hulk smashes coming my way. So shout out to him. Thanks for the donations.
Jeremy Sharp says, holy crap. He can say, here's Jeremy coming back here.
He's coming back. Yeah.
Yeah, holy crap. Yeah, I just started looking. $181 to $350. I had never heard this was even a game, so maybe limited carts were made. Stephen Michael says, sadly, I don't own this game, but the demo version was okay. I didn't have much time to play it, but for the price tag, I know I won't be getting this one for a long time. Didn't make me yell yippee-ki-yay, mother, like the movie does. Also, followed you guys on Twitter, and his name is No Gym Rat on Twitter. Pretty funny.
I don't get it. Does that mean he's like really fat?
I think it means he hates the gym, or maybe he's being sarcastic. Maybe he's like he loves to.
Oh, I see.
I don't know.
I see.
Anyway, he followed us on Twitter today and gave the show a shout out. Don't use it much, but I have a few followers.
And we expect all of those followers to now be listening to our podcast.
Yep. Luke Blanchard came back, said left you guys a voicemail. Yes, Luke, we got it. Thank you. Yeah, hopefully it makes sense. It did.
Yep.
Stephen Michael put up a picture of a Christmas ornament with Bruce Willis in a air conditioning vent.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Sean Muldowney says, I never played it, but this guy kills it. Check out this AGDQ13 video for an explanation on what he is doing. It's a fun watch. And that's the speed run.
Yeah. I watched it. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Jay Jorgensen said, this isn't a Christmas movie. I just want everyone to know that. This is an action movie that takes place during a Christmas party.
And then it spirals out of control from there.
Yeah.
And we won't go into that.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But if you want to get in on that conversation, join our Facebook group.
Yeah.
Which is now called Two Dudes in an Ass Retro Gaming Community, I think.
Yeah. All right. Andy Lewis says, Die Hard, I have it and have yet to play it.
Whoa, Andy's got it.
Andy's got it. Yeah. He'll probably give it to you for a good price.
Yeah, he's got and he'll have the guarantee.
Right. Do you have a spoon?
No, it's a microphone.
No. Okay.
It's an extra one. Just so
it's like a Bob Barker microphone.
Yeah. Come on down.
Die Hard.
It actually goes with my headset.
Die Hard. I have it and have yet to play it. I heard it's a tough cookie. Can't wait to hear your opinions. That'll determine if I play it or not. Okay, well.
Well, if you already have it, play it. Yeah, pop it in.
Yeah. All right, David Vaught says, I'm looking forward to this episode in a real die-hard mood this time of year. Tyler Jones says, shoot the glass. Happy holidays. This game is good, but tough to get through. And Jesse Cleva Vidal says, loving the podcast. Looking forward to what y'all do for the new year. 100.
100.
100.
I don't understand what that means. I think I'm too old, but the kids do it. Matthew does it all the time. I don't understand it.
There's a song.
Oh. I guess I haven't heard the song. Is it just called 100? I've heard that song. It's like hundreds. That's about money, though, right?
No.
Oh, it's not.
Well, I don't think that's the song.
Oh. Are you going to get us sued here real quick?
Sued?
Are you about to play the song?
I'm not going to play the song.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm trying to find the lyrics. But anyway, okay.
Okay. Well, while you're trying to find the lyrics, let me hop on Twitter real quick.
All right.
Twitter says, Paul and Andy say, in the next day or so, we'll be calling the dude's game line to throw in my 2 cents. Thanks for the call. Baz says, I truly adore this game. So many cool mechanics. It tried new things. Sure, they didn't all work, but it's one heck of a game. I agree, Baz. I think I'm right there with you. Ooh, boy. Baz and Andy and Paul, they just keep going. They talk for like days. So I'm not going to get all the way into it. If you want to do that, follow us on Twitter at NES_dudes. And you can see their conversation. It's pretty interesting. They do a lot of... it's a good conversation. They do a lot of good game talk about the game here. But yeah, there's a lot. So I'm not gonna go through all that. But thanks, guys, for conversating on our Twitter feed, and we tried to jump in there every now and then.
Yeah.
All right. Also, the Facebook page has some information on it from people. Tommy Makinen. Sorry, Tommy. I know. I did that.
Yeah.
There's like an umlaut over the A, and that just blew my mind. Mannequin. Thank you. No, there's no N.
I know. I'm just.
I thought you were looking at it. Jerk.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, Tommy says, I used to watch my big brother play this back in 1991. Good memories. For me, seeing it as a 6-7-year-old, it really set the mood.
A 67-year-old.
6-7. So like
Okay.
somewhere in that age range. What he's trying to say. He's actually 115 years old. It really set the mood the same way the movie did. Although I probably wouldn't say the same if I played it today. By the way, guys, thanks for doing an awesome podcast. I pick yours in front of the more popular ones. Your pod has so much more laid back. I can really just put on my headphones and relate and chill.
There you go.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
Yeah,
right there.
you know, you got Netflix and chill. What about Two Dudes and Chill?
Yeah. You can do everything you do with the next Blitz and Chill, you can do with us talking. Make it a little weird. Feel free.
Oh, man.
Remember that awkward pause from earlier?
It's back. Oh, so just so you know, looked it up. Google, keeping it 100 means speaking the truth.
Speaking the truth. Okay. So it's kind of like saying amen, brother.
That's right.
Instead of saying amen, brother, we now say keeping it 100.
Yeah. 100. I guess
Was it,
say 100.
Oh, did you say 100?
Yeah.
What if you say like 67?
It's partially true.
2/3 true. There's 1/3 that's not. I'll leave it to you to figure that out. Okay. Peter Harmich says, really like the podcast. Just kind of stumbled on it when I was looking for old school video game podcasts and found Two Dudes. Really cool podcast, and it brought back so many memories of all the NES games I played over the years. Favorite NES game? Contra. So,
nice.
Good one. Otto Gregerson says, that cover. Never played it myself, but I'm sure going to try it now. Sounds good, Otto. Let's see. Luke comes in, says, best Christmas movie ever. Chris Vanderhoff says, this is actually one NES game I don't have, probably because of the cost. And then Bryce Dumond says, this game is terrible. The music is lame. The footsteps are annoying. You can't hardly take shots at the enemies without taking bullets to the face. The fade in and out of sections on the floor is annoying. I could go on, but really didn't like this game. This is angry video game nerd material. Wow.
Angry video game nerd did do a video on this game.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
I'm sure it's probably hilarious.
Yeah. Not family friendly.
No.
But
so it does not come with the ringing Two Dudes endorsement.
What?
Angry video game nerd.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess it could. I don't care.
Yeah.
I think that's it. But we do have a few more calls.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do the calls. And then we'll do the giveaway.
Yeah.
All right.
Keeping it till the end.
Yeah, keep everybody in suspense.
Hey, Justin. It's Michael. I just wanted to remind you to recock your tub. All right, man. Have a good Christmas.
To be what?
To recalk your tub.
Oh.
That's me from the Super C episode.
Yeah.
That's the weird me on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mushrooms or something.
I thought he said to be Tonka tough. It was like a Tonka truck reference.
Yeah,
I was like,
you also need to do that. Just want to remind you to be Tonka tough.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
All right. Here's another one.
Yes, my name is Ambrosia, and I have a Christmas memory. It reflects the dysfunctional family. I have a memory of when I was approximately 1.5 years old, when my mom and dad were drunk, and my mother knocked over a Christmas tree. I remember seeing the lights streak through my gentle vision that was still a little blurry from the birth, and the lights streamed and had trails behind them as my mother screamed and my dad fell to the floor. That's a Christmas memory that I can't easily forget. Thank you for bringing it up again. Goodbye.
Okay.
Thank you, Ambrosia.
not NES related.
No. Well, we didn't specifically say it had to be.
Yeah, that's true.
We just said Christmas memory.
Yeah, that's true.
So drunken parents knocking over Christmas trees.
Yeah.
That counts.
There you go.
All right, last one. You may remember this guy too, actually. This guy, it's been a while, but...
Hey guys, I heard you're in another Christmas episode here. So I just want to call and tell you my Christmas and I love Christmas and how you love Christmas and how we all scream for Christmas. I like ice cream, you know what I mean? I scream, you scream, we all scream for Christmas. So I'll tell you about this story that happened to me one Christmas. I was groundhog shopping. Yes, I said groundhog shopping for my peepaw. He's kind of like Davy Crockett, and he always has the little raccoon hat things. So I thought, it'd be cool if I got him a groundhog hat. So he could wear it for Christmas and all the way to Groundhog's Day. That's February 2nd, I think. I love Groundhog's Day. Don't you love Groundhog's Day? So, anyways, I was hunting out in the forest for some groundhogs, but it turns out it wasn't a forest. They had elves, and they were making presents, and Santa Claus was there, and it was the North Pole. I was in the North Pole. Can you believe it? I can't believe it either. That's right. For Christmas, I asked Santa Claus for some presents, and he gave them to me, and I love Christmas, and I love you, and your show is on Nintendo.
Thanks, Timmy. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's good to hear from you again.
Yeah, man. It is. Oh, man.
All right, so Ryan Jackson also called us a long time ago. But he has a Halloween memory, and so... Sorry, Ryan. No, I'm sure you won't be bothered by this. We'll play it next time.
Happy Halloween.
We're going a little long. Happy Halloween.
Yeah.
We'll play it next time.
We'll guarantee we'll play it before next Halloween.
Guaranteed it will get played before next Halloween. We will play it in 2017.
Yeah.
All right. You want to give this game away?
Let's do it.
Okay, so the way this works is everybody got entries for various types of feedback and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And for each thing that they did, they got a number and another number and another number, right?
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's got a number. And now I'm going to go to random.org and randomly draw a number.
All right.
So whoever's number matches the number that random.org generates will win the system. And another big round of applause. Let's give a round of applause to Craig, Dude Craig. Thank you for making this thing for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, wherever you are, just clap.
Yep.
Maybe whistle, because this is pretty awesome that he made this for us to give out on the show.
Right.
And we were going to try to have him on, but apparently he's Santa Claus because his family owns a Christmas tree business too. So he's too busy to join us for Christmas because he's too busy making everybody happy by giving them Christmas trees.
Yeah.
So. All right, here we go. Drum roll, please. It's the worst drum roll I've ever heard. And the number is 48. Big number, 48.
And
that corresponds to, let me go to the spreadsheet, Brian Keating.
Brian.
All right. Congratulations, Brian. When you hear this episode, contact me through Facebook or wherever, and I will get that headed your way.
All right.
Golly, that's awesome. I'm kind of jealous of Brian.
I know.
I didn't put my own name on the list, even though I am a Patreon supporter, so I could have put my name on the list, but okay, that's it.
All right. All right. So, you want to know where you can find us?
I do.
I'll tell you where you can find us. You can find us on any social media like Facebook, Twitter. Go over there on Google Plus. visit our buddy, Ryan Ballard. Leave us a voicemail. As you can see, this episode has been trickled with a little dusting of voicemails here and there. Your voicemail could be played. If we get more, we'll continue to do shows like this where we just disperse them throughout the show.
In fact, I think from now on, I'm not going to tell people when I'm playing the voicemails. So if you call, you could be played at any point. You could be played but before the Hey Justin even. Who knows?
Right.
We don't know. I'm just going to spring it on us. So for those of you who get tired of having to wait till the end of the episode to hear your own beautiful voice, that's no longer going to happen.
It's coming out. Right.
It's coming out.
And you can always, and how would you call us and leave us a voicemail, Mike?
Well, I'm glad you asked. My favorite way is to go on our website, nesdudes.com, from your phone and click the little phone icon in the upper right corner. That's my favorite way to do it, because then it just asks you if you want to call us, and boom, you call us.
Right.
But if you can't do that, you can also call a number, which is 775-773-8761. Or if you don't like that many numbers, because that's a lot of numbers, and you have a phone that actually tells you what letters correspond with numbers. Yes, looks beautiful. Justin was just showing the website. If you have, if you would like some letters to correspond with your numbers, you can call us at 775-7-RETRO-1, and that will also dial us. And the way it works is we don't actually, it doesn't ring or anything. You don't have to worry about ringing. It'll just say the Google person you're trying to call is not available. Leave a voicemail. So it just instantly goes to voicemail. So if it sounds weird when you call, it's because Google is telling you that we're not available and you got to leave a voicemail.
Right.
So that's the way that works.
All right.
Okay. Shout out to the Retro Junkies. Thank you, Wee Dude, for helping provide our music. And thank you, Fox Dude, for the beautiful logo that we now have. And there is one more bit of feedback that was sent to us. He actually made a YouTube video, and that's from John Wedgeworth. He has a Christmas memory. It's like 15 minutes long, so that's why we didn't play it during the show. But I'm going to add it to the end after the music.
Sweet.
At the end, there's another Christmas memory. It's pretty good, but it's long, so be prepared for that.
Stay tuned. Listen to that.
Stay tuned. John does a pretty cool soon-to-be podcast, but it's been just a web page. It's called Nerd Noise Radio. It's all about music and games and stuff. It's pretty cool. So there'll be a good little memory there at the end.
All right.
Okay, I am sufficiently out of words to say.
See you all in 2017. Have a goodbye.
Have a Merry Christmas and holiday things.
And a Happy New Year.
Boop, boop.
All right.
One last time for the record. I can't hear a word.